Why?
The paper needs to be sure of the facts. We need you to go through your whole story with a nuclear weapons scientist in London.
I have to leave Sydney.
If you want the story out, yes. And without him.
Please, you must not print my name. Protect me and my family, please.
Your name is your best protection. Once the world knows who you are, the Israelis will think very hard before laying a finger on you.
You think so?
Then every day you delay in publishing, I am in more danger.
مع إدراك تهديد الموساد كان هاونم يعلم أنه ينبغي عليه أن يبقي القصة سراً حتى النشر، واعتبر غوريرو مسؤولاً.
The biggest story in the world is bigger than Watergate. I cannot talk on the phone about this. This is a dangerous thing. Vanunu.
Guerrero was a crook, a liar, a cheat. He's perfectly capable of doing anything.
إذا ما اكتشف الإسرائيليون أن فعنون يتحدث عن ديمونة فسيقوم الموساد بملاحقته، بل إن أحد المصادر يتحدث عن أنهم يقومون بملاحقته الآن.
Vanunu, 32, of Moroccan descent. I have 4 questions. What does he know? Where is he? How do we get him back? And do we get him back dead or alive?
لجهاز الموساد سمعته الرهيبة في التخلص من أعداء إسرائيل. في عام 1961 قاموا باختطاف النازي أدولف آيخمان في الأرجنتين وتهريبه إلى إسرائيل، حيث تمت محاكمته وإعدامه للدور الذي لعبه في المحرقة. بعد مقتل الرياضيين الإسرائيليين في الألعاب الأولمبية عام 1972 ولمدة 20 عاماً، ورجال الموساد يقومون بملاحقة قاتليهم واغتيالهم حيثما هربوا. ومنذ عام 1986 والموساد يلاحق فعنون.
We'll be in London within 24 hours.
Peter, the photos, they are lost.
Lost? Where?
I don't know. Someone has stolen them from me.
But they were in the hotel safe.
I know. It's a mystery.
You're lying.
Why? Why would I lie to you?
You tell me.
I'm sorry. Oscar said he needed to keep the photos for safety. I gave him the key.
But he's cheating you. All he cares about is the money.
If it was not for me, there would be no photos. Mori did not even want to develop them. I had to persuade him. He did not even want to tell the story.
Where are they?
No. I have the photos. They're in a safety deposit box, and they're gonna stay there until you give us some money.
I'm warning you. I'm on the next plane to London. If those photographs don't come with me, there's no deal, no story, and no money. Understand?
سافر فعنون إلى لندن وبحوزته الصور، ولكن من غير وجود غوريرو. وفقاً لإحدى الروايات، كان عملاء الموساد على الطائرة نفسها.
Roger Wilshire, Max Bracknell, colleagues on your story. Robin Morgan, head of the Insight team.
Mr. Vanunu, very glad to have you here. Please. I mean, this was a classic whistleblower story, but it wasn't just your classic whistleblower story, of course. It was a whistleblower story on a global scale of global importance. And I think very few people, in truth, very few journalists have real experience of something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. We're wanted, isn't it?
We're not MI6, we're not the CIA, we're not Special Branch, you know, we're not the SAS. How do you protect somebody like Mordecai Vanunu from the long arm of Israel intelligence and Mossad? We had to assume from day one that if they found out he was telling us what he was telling us, and he had photographs of what he had photographs of, that they would attempt to eliminate him.
At Greenham Common, the blockade of the airbase continued. Some militant women campaigners succeeded once again in scaling the perimeter fence. Critics might argue with their viewpoint, but surely not with their commitment. Mrs. Thatcher...
your country people know where the weapons are and have the right to protest against them. Not in mine.
Okay.
I prefer classic.
I had no training whatsoever, and I don't think any of the other team members had any training or any experience, particularly in looking after whistleblowers or kiss and tell stories.
You are lost?
Oh, no.
Then there was so many times round.
I was told by a friend that it's a good precaution. That way you can see if anyone's following you.
I'm glad Mossad has met its match.
Yeah, well, we'll also be taking you out to the country for a few days, so we can sort things out here.
We were, I think it's fair to say, naive. He was naive, and let's face it, we were up against one of the most sophisticated and effective security services in the world.
الأحداث المتعاقبة أشارت إلى أنه بحلول منتصف أيلول سبتمبر كان عملاء الموساد قد تجمعوا بالفعل في بيت آمن في لندن. كانت مهمتهم الأولى ملاحقة ومراقبة فانونو.
Professor Frank Barnaby, a leading nuclear scientist. He used to work on the British bomb.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise. Well, my role was to confirm that Vanunu knew what he was talking about, putting it crudely, to test the scientific value of the knowledge he had.
The only real purpose for the reactor is to supply Machon 2 with radioactive fuel rods.
How much plutonium were you producing from the fuel rods?
At the end of the process, we would get a baton of plutonium, 130 grams. We made about 9 every week.
9?
Yes, 9. It's a lot, is it?
How often was the plant operating?
Usually 8 months in the year.
But that's enough for 10 Nagasaki's each year. How long has this been going on?
I'm not sure. Maybe 17, 18 years.
That means Israel could have up to 200 atom bombs.
200? And they think this will bring security? But it will never bring peace.
Why would they need all those weapons, you know? At that time, how many targets would there have been for nuclear weapons? One can think of 6 or 10, but certainly not 200.
في الحرب العالمية الثانية أباد النازيون حوالي 6 ملايين يهودي، ولم يكن هناك أحد للدفاع عنهم.